The Sportsocracy.
Ice up, son. Ice up.
It is the Sportsocracy, and this is ESPN Asheville.
Gotta turn that mic on.
Jalen Hurts, 5 years, $255 million with the Philadelphia Eagles. The average annual value, $51 million, puts him at number one average annual value over everybody in the league, just ahead of Aaron Rodgers. Most guaranteed money, he's third, behind, of course, Deshaun Watson and Kyler Murray. Now wait and see how far down the list he gets bumped with the extensions for Joe Burrow and Justin Herbert.
He'll be at least 5. He will be at least 5. And I have a funny feeling that the one that gets done first is Joe Burrow, because they have the most incentive to do that. Cincinnati has the most guys that are coming up, and you need the flexibility. Mm-hmm. And I'm going to go ahead and tell you, they ain't stopping at 5 years. I won't be shocked if Burrow's deal's 10 years. Just like they did with Pat Mahomes, they restructure it every year, and they'll find a way to kick this can down the road until you can't kick it any further. Mm-hmm. The Chargers, they don't have a lot of things that are pending. It's not really that big of a deal for LA. I know that sounds weird to say, but it's not like you've got a Jamar Chase deal looming. It's not like you have a T. Higgins deal looming. I mean, I could keep doing that. The Chargers have a handful of guys that largely have already been paid. Mm-hmm. Joe, you just set a baseline. Cincinnati walks in and goes, okay, so now we know the market. You're more of a pocket guy, so your career's going to be so we're willing to go more years. Mm-hmm. How many you want? And I won't be shocked if he goes, I want $60 million a year, 10 years, and $350 of it guaranteed.
Jeez.
If I was his agent, I'm not touching anything less than that. Because I don't have to. All I got to do is wait a year. I know Lamar's going to get paid. I know Herbert's going to get paid. But Joe is the consummate team guy. Mm-hmm. He loves it in Cincinnati.
Mm-hmm. Which is there's a lot of narrative out there that because the other big contracts are coming up, Joe will take a team-friendly deal.
And that wouldn't shock me either. I feel like Jalen Hurts took a team-friendly deal. I know that sounds insane when it's the it's the richest contract in straight money, mm-hmm. Third most guaranteed ever. It could have been more than that. I saw the number. It shocked me at first, and then I thought about it for about 5 seconds and went, that's actually not as bad as I thought it was going to be.
$51 million a year doesn't seem like a team-friendly kind of a deal. But there again, the way the contract is structured, they don't have to pay out a whole lot early.
No. And then you can start playing that fun game that every team plays of just a close-up sleight-of-hand magic of, oh, see, we pay him this much, but, no, we don't. It's a bunny.
Hey.
Little bunny foo-foo.
We've converted it to roster bonus.
Yeah. And you look at the salary cap with how it's going up every single year. Now you've got the ridiculous amount of money with YouTube TV. Mm-hmm. I don't care. I feel like, do you ever go back and look at deals from, say, 20 years ago? And because I specifically remember talking about some of these guys going, oh, I can't believe they got to Sam Bradford is the one that rings in my head. Because I remember when he got drafted. Mm-hmm. And then that was before the rookie wage scale.
Right.
Which it's another one of those things I look at and go, how did we not figure that out
He was the last one, wasn't he?
Yes.
Yeah.
And you're like, good Lord, this is so much money. It was a third. It was a third of what we're talking about here.
It's a different time, though. It's a different time.
Inflation.
Other quarterbacks have been paid more.
Dozen eggs is $8 a carton. Who's shocked? It's a great time to be a quarterback in the NFL.
Mm-hmm. Evan Doyle says the deal's already done.
That's been a rumor in Cincinnati for a long time. Nobody's getting out of the building. We just haven't put pen to paper yet. All right. That's a very important part of the deal.
Right.
And I guarantee you, Joe got that same alert on his phone that I did, and he went, it's a good day to be me.
Yeah, he was like, oh, wait. Well, we did have a deal.
That buys a lot of costumes that I can wear to stadiums. I'm going to look like somebody trying to kill Roger Rabbit way more often now. I've never seen that movie, so I don't know if that's actually how the plot goes.
Yeah, you got it.
I mean, I knew he was the villain from...
Yeah, with his white suit. That's what you're talking about?
Yes,
yeah.
And those weird little glasses.
Mm-hmm. Pan Gargamel. He's shouting us out from Poland in the YouTube comments. So it's good to see you on the program again with us today. This is like 3 shows in a row.
I love it.
I feel like we're spoiled now. We're gonna need him to hang around.
Yeah, wait till you see how many people are live with us for the 2023 NFL Draft.
There's no doubt Joe's getting the money.
Mm-hmm.
There's no doubt Justin's getting the money. I'm still stuck on Lamar, though.
I can't figure out how this plays out. I can't. Because now the Lamar Baltimore thing is starting to feel. This is like the couple that they've been together for a really long time, but one of them doesn't want to commit. Well, the neighbor just did. And they've been dating way less time than you have.
Mm-hmm.
And so that is the gasoline that you pour on this fire. And I didn't see a solution before this. Now, I would not want to be on the first call between Baltimore and Lamar. We couldn't agree on what you wanted 72 hours ago, and now it's $40 million higher. And he has a point.
Because Lamar wants...
I want an MVP. He did not.
Right. Lamar, this is the starting point for Lamar. You know it's got to be.
In his own head, yes.
Of course.
And for Baltimore, they're going to laugh.
And that's the only one that matters, right? That's the only one that matters. Because he's the only voice in the room.
Yeah, you're getting back to the agent thing. And
of course I am.
I'll be honest with you. I don't know that an agent would have fixed this. I've said that for a long time. Drew Rosenhaus basically actively campaigned, I'll do it for 3%. Scoffed at him. Because he thinks he doesn't need anybody in the room.
Mm-hmm.
He thinks he is the most valuable player in the NFL, and everything is bearing itself out that he's not.
Right. And I believe that's kind of the role of an agent, is it not? Is to counsel him on what the best deal he can get is. They would have been able to tell him, dude, you're not getting $250 million guaranteed. It's just not going to happen. This is where I need to bring you back down a little bit. Well,
and that's the thing. You've got to have the reality check, but then you keep having things like this. Chauncey Major in our YouTube comments had asked me, he said, I have a genuine question. If he doesn't come back here, where the hell is he going? I don't know.
Nobody knows.
That's the problem. I don't know. There's no natural landing spot. I have not seen a situation like this in all the years I've been doing this. The Dak Prescott thing, you knew it was going to get done.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, did you ever have any doubt that that's...
No.
Because nobody was going to value him that way.
Right.
Jerry's super loyal. Okay, we're making the numbers work. We're carrying this out in stereotypical Dallas Cowboy fashion. Baltimore doesn't do this. They don't overpay for anybody, and they will tap out on you a year early just to keep from overpaying you.
Mm-hmm.
But I can't figure out where the landing spot is. Tennessee, it's going to be somebody that's desperate because you're going to have to pay more than you would before.
Right.
There was no real interest around the league before this. And I just keep coming back to Tennessee going, I know that sounds bizarre, but it's really the only one that fits.
Mm-hmm. If there's a team that's going to do it, I think.
Well, somebody's going to do it because he's going to play in this league.
Sure.
I've seen a lot of it. I see the jokes that he could end up in the XFL, and he won't.
He won't.
Because trust me, if he's insulted by the offer he got from the Ravens, he would see a contract from the Ravens and go, I got paid that to take a poo on national television one time. Ran through the locker room, and that run paid me more than what you just offered me.
Indeed. He's not going anywhere.
I'm not as convinced of that.
The only
this was the thing that scared me.
No, I meant out of the league.
No. He's going to play in the league. It's a question of where.
Right.
And I if you remember, we talked about this when the offseason started, is that my fear is one of these guys is going to get paid, and for as delusional as you think Lamar is right now, this will make him worse.
Mm-hmm.
There's no way he's looking at a quarterback that has won absolutely nothing in this league. And I'm talking in his mind. We're out of reality here. He's won nothing in this league. I am the same age he is. and I've won an MVP, and you're telling me I'm going to take less money than him? No way. Said the same thing with Kyler Murray. And by the way, that's when all this delusion really started.
Mm-hmm.
It was contentious before. Then Kyler got paid. He's smaller than me. He plays the exact same game I do, and he's getting more money than me. No way. No way. And so now I think you've gotten into a total catch-22. And I don't find it ironic that the visit with Anthony Richardson came out right after the Jalen Hurts deal. Because he'll be in Baltimore on Wednesday.
Yep.
I do not think that was ironic.
Yep. Anthony Richardson visiting with the Ravens, also with the Titans this week. So that's not dead.
Oh, no. Oh, I'm telling you. I have a lot of little – I got a lot of little lines out around the NFL, and nobody's telling me anything, but it's get your popcorn ready.
Yep.
Because don't be shocked if this is the weirdest draft you've ever seen for a reason that you could not possibly see coming.
You're in the Sportsocracy. This is ESPN Asheville. When we come back from the break, we'll get just a bit outside, and then it's time to get back up with the draft needs for all the teams in the NFL. We'll talk about Jeremy's New York Jets next.